Back with another GTA video for you. Pretty sure you have heard there has been a patch to the merge Benny's wheels on anything, both solo and two-player method. There has been a workaround. There is a two-player method, but this is not what I'm going to be covering right now. I am actually going to be covering what people are calling a solo method, which is actually a semi-solo method of doing this glitch. Um, it is fairly easy. Some of the videos are bringing out a lengthy process to get this thing done. I've kind of shortened it down a little bit, and maybe in doing this, you'll get to see some of the things that'll kind of go wrong, and that way maybe I can explain to you how to fix these things when they go wrong instead of you thinking you have to start it all over again. There is a much simpler way to get through with it. So before I start, I am going to explain that there are some other steps in the other videos that are being made that I've kind of cut out. Maybe some other people are doing these. I'm definitely not saying I'm the founder of this, but as of right now, any video that I see is not explaining it in this kind of a way. So hopefully maybe I can explain it in an easier way for you to understand and be able to follow through with it. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. My friend Decimal here I have here to help me, who has kindly decided to commit suicide for whatever reason. Um, yeah, when he's spawned up, so I'm going to go into my arena. I'm going to enter my workshop level. And now that I'm inside my arena, I am actually going to invite Decimal to my arena. Now, when my friend Decimal gets in here, he already knows what he needs to do, but basically for the video, he's going to come and walk right about here. And when he comes in here, he's going to pull up his phone. This is what your friend's going to do. They're going to pull up their phone. They're going to go to quick jobs. They're going to go down to activity. And they're going to go down to darts. And they're actually going to hit enter, or basic, I'm sorry, they're going to hit friends in session. Okay, when they hit friends in session, Decimal will go ahead and start that up. When they hit friends in session, as soon as he starts populating the lobby, you'll see what I'm seeing. You'll see how it just popped up right there. Friends quick job. Now that you see that, what you're going to do is, at this point, it doesn't matter what you take. You're just going to hop into any random car. You're going to get in, and this is where my video is going to differ from other people's videos. Other people's videos are going to have you pretty much go back to your main screen. You're going to find your friend's name. You're going to try to click on them. Now, what I have found out by doing that, sometimes when you go to do that, it'll let you do it properly. But also, sometimes when you go to do that, it'll take the join option away and just hit start. And whenever you hit start, nothing happens and you'll keep messing the glitch up. So, for this particular purpose, what I'm going to do is I'm going to revert back to the previous method, and I'm actually going to go back to the chat party, and I'm going to click on his name and hover over join. Now you're going to see my screen go blue, but I'm just explaining to you what I'm doing while my screen goes blue. I'm actually hitting my PS button, going to the chat party, clicking on your friend's name, hover over join. So I'm going to do that right now. Now that I've double tapped and I am back into the game screen, what I'm going to do is I'm just simply going to go ahead, I'm going to hit right on the D-pad. And as soon as I hit right on the D-pad, I'm going to hit right, double tap, click join.
So, what's up? What can I
Now
do?
I'm going to hit X. Wait on this alert till you hear the doom, doom, doom noise. Once you don't hear that noise anymore, now pay attention because sometimes that noise can drag out. So just don't click X on this screen until you know that noise is happening. You don't hear it no more. So you're going to click X. It's going to shoot you back down in the ground. Now pay attention to the picture. Decimal's still sitting out the side. I'm in the car. The car is facing towards the arena part. At this point, I'm just going to get out the car. Car is going to disappear. That's what you want to see. Now, at that point, it's very particular what you do. Um, it does say to pretty much use a bigger vehicle, and I have found that you can kind of get away without using that bigger vehicle, but the purpose of using a bigger vehicle is so that it does the next car that you bring in a certain way. If anybody's done this, you'll notice sometimes your cars will jump up or whatever, they'll flip all out the way or whatever, but unlike the previous one, whenever you hit this car, it's going to disappear. But for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to do it like it was shown to me, just so you can see the easier way. And it doesn't have to be this vehicle, but just pay attention to the size of the vehicles that you're using, because this is going to matter in this. So what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to hit right on the D-pad, and I'm just going to load into the mod shop.
What are we doing then?
By the way, I'd like to give a shout out to myself for creating this bomb-ass Cerberus truck right here. But once you're inside the mod shop, you're going to hit circle to get out your mod menu. You're going to hit exit vehicle. Now at this point, I am actually going to go to the vehicle that I want to put the mods, that I want to put the mods on. I'm going to go to the vehicle that I want to put the mods on. Okay, so just for the purpose of I already got these cars like I want to. I don't want to mess them up. But for the purpose of the video, let's just say I want to put the mods on this vehicle. Okay, so I'm going to hit the button to get in. At the top left-hand corner of my screen, it's going to say you already have a vehicle parked in the workshop area. Move it to modify this vehicle instead. But what you're going to do is you're going to hit gas. You're going to exit the arena. As soon as you exit the arena, just hit reverse. Hit workshop levels. Now when you go in, it's going to kick you out of the car. You're just going to hop back in the car. And you're going to hit right on the D-pad. Now you're going to go in, you're going to bump into this truck, and this truck is going to disappear. And what you're going to try to do with this car is the car is going to start moving around on its own. So you want to try to get this car in a spot where it's not going to be in the way of you bringing in the third car. So once he hits this thing right here, he's going to go around. I'm going to hit exit vehicle right now. See? Now when this next car comes in, it's not going to hit that car. If the two cars touch at this point, this car right here that I'm looking at is going to end up disappearing, and you're going to have to not start all over, but you're going to have to basically swap cars. You're just going to have to pull in. You'll have to pull that car back in, and then basically you're going to have to pull out the mod shop with the car that you want to use, come back in, and just repeat that second process, which is no big deal. So just say for instance, for whatever reason, I'm just going to take this vehicle. Now again, it's going to tell me that that I already have a vehicle in there. So again, with this third vehicle, you're just going to drive out, and you're going to back up, go back in the workshop level. Now that I am in here, I'm going to just simply get right back in this vehicle. Now I can hit right to modify this vehicle. Now watch, when it goes in, these two cars are not going to touch. And that's what you want. If those two cars touch, one of those are going to disappear. So at this point, I'm simply going to get out. And I'm going to go get in the car that I want to make the changes to. So I'm in this vehicle. Now again, I am going to go to the chat party When you see the blue screen, this is what's going on. I'm going to the chat party. I'm clicking on his name and I'm hovering over join. So, doing it now. Now that I'm back on the main screen, what I'm going to do is instead of hitting right on the D-pad to modify, you're going to hit left on the D-pad to return the storage, but you're going to have to do this quickly. You're going to left on the D-pad,
Okay.
click on his name,
To be.
accept first alert, wait till you hear the noise. Now that the noise is done, I'm clicking X. Voila, there you have it. From here, all you got to do is simply hit right on the D-pad to
So,
modify this vehicle.
what's up? What can I do?
And all you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is all you have to do is make one change to this vehicle. Just one. Alright, the car is going to disappear. This thing is going to drive around. That's fine. Just let it do whatever it's doing. Now, people are changing armor or whatever. They're spending gobs of money changing armor and everything. I'm going to give you some simple solutions. Either A, you can go to respray and you can take your crew emblem. You can take it off. See how it's free to put it back on? Boom. I just made a change. But another thing that you can do if you don't have the crew emblem and you have personal plates, which this one's not going to let me do it, but if you have personal plates, you can either change the plate or change the crew emblem. But I've already made my change to the car, so I'm not worried about this. At this point, I've made my change to the car. I'm going to hit circle. I'm going to go down to exit the arena.
Sweet. Okay, later.
Now that I have exited the arena, the changes are basically saved. You see your loading circle going on in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Now all you're going to have to do is boom. Come back in here. And boom, there you have it. Now, from this point, you're going to notice, see, I don't want this color on this car. I wanted this car exactly how I had it before. So, what I'm going to do for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to pretty much, let's see, I'm going to put the changes on that car. So what I'm going to want to do is, at this point, it don't matter. You're just going to hop in this car. You get your right on D-pad option. You don't have to do nothing else. You just hit right
What
on
are
the
we doing
D-pad.
then?
You're going to pull
What's
in
it
here.
going to be?
And just get out the car. No big deal. Alright. Now when you're rinsing and repeating, this is the problem that you might run into. The next car that you're going to pull in might cause some kind of problem. Something just might not go the way that it should. This is why I'm attempting to do this in the video, so that if it does happen, I can show you what to do to get by. But if it don't do it, then woohoo, I don't have to repeat the process, and I'll just probably have to explain it, but whatever. So I just simply took that car in, and that's the car that I'm actually going to take the modifications off of this time. I went out the arena, I'm coming back in. The whole purpose of doing this is just so you can be able to hit right on D-pad. This is what gets rid of that. You already have a vehicle in the workshop menu. Okay, I hopped out. Now I'm getting back in. As you can see, I have hit right on the D-pad option, so I'm going to hit right on the D-pad.
So, what's up? What can I do?
Okay, I'm going to hover over exit vehicle. Now, okay, now I know that other car disappeared, right? But don't worry, the car's not gone anywhere. It's right back around the corner. And that's the car I want to take the modifications off of. No big deal. I'm hopping back in here. And I'm just going to drive out. I'm going to back up. Now the whole time Decimal is staying in the job. This is the reason why I'm able to rinse and repeat right now. Is Decimal has stayed in the job. And him being in the job in the arena is the only reason why these cars don't disappear immediately. Because if you try to do this without him in the arena in the job, those cars will disappear whenever you're trying to get out of them. That's the reason of him actually being in the arena in the job. So that his person is physically in the arena keeping the cars from disappearing, but yet he is in the job, which is basically saying that he's not in the arena, allowing you to finish the glitch. Because at first, if you had the first one of these that was going on, if you had somebody inside your arena, every time you pulled in, the cars would disappear. Now you actually want somebody inside the arena. This is why I call it semi-solo. Now there is a regular two-person method where you have to join somebody, um, like in a titan of a job or whatever, but this is cutting that out. And at least this way, that second person who is helping you can actually see what's going on, so they can kind of get an idea of what's going on while you're doing it. Maybe just be helpful to your helper to explain what you're doing so he can understand a little bit. That way you trying to walk him through it is not so much of a hassle for him, because he already got an idea of what's going on. So now that I'm at this point, I'm just simply going to hit right on the D-pad.
What are we doing then?
It's going to go
What's
in
it
totally
going to
missing
be?
that car. Just keep that in mind. Now I'm just going to get out of this car. Boom. Other car is still there. Just so you can see, Decimal is still sitting here. I'm going to hop back into this car. And again, you're going to get a blue screen, but this is me priming up, join him through the chat party. So, blue screen. Double tap back on the screen. Now I'm going to hit left on the D-pad to return to storage. As soon as I do, left on the D-pad, double tap, join session, accept first alert immediately, wait for the sound. My sound is over, so now I'm hitting X. Boom, no harm, no foul. This car is back to the way I just had it before I even started this glitch. So now I'm going to hit right on the D-pad to
What can I
modify
do?
this.
What
And
are we
because this
doing then?
actually has an option for my personal plate on it, unlike the blank plate, you're going to let them two cars bump. That is no problem. The Corvette's going to disappear, no problem. And instead of going in and changing armor, you see how you only got options of changing 1,000. I mean, you see, this can get really costly if you keep doing this. Changing your armor with it, it can get really costly. That's why I don't recommend that. Either change your crew logo or do something as simple as go to the plate, change your plate. If you like the plate you have, just change it back. It's free. You haven't lost nothing. So you're going to hit circle, circle. Now you're going to hit exit the arena.
Okay, have fun.
And boom, there you have it. Car is right back to the way I had it before I started the glitch. Period. It's just as simple as that. You don't have to do all that extra crazy stuff that you're going to see in the other videos. I mean, you can follow those steps and it will work, but it's a more lengthy process. When you're doing this, anytime you can shave seconds off of you doing this, the better off you are, the more you can get done, that sort of thing. Um, and like I said, if you go in and those cars touch and that one car disappears, it's no problem. You just going to get out of the car that you're in, and you're going to go grab the car that disappeared, and you're going to come back in with that one, and you're going to make that car that was in there disappear. So now you're set back right again. You have the car inside the arena workshop that you want. So then you go grab the car that you're taking the mods off of again, because it's going to disappear. and then you're going to repeat that process going back in there. The trick is getting the car. It's not always going to happen the same way. The trick is getting that car to come over in this corner out the way, or in that corner out the way. And what I have noticed is sometimes the car might even get way over here about where the tires are. If that happens, see, Decimal's still able to walk around. So if he sees that car going over to this point, then all he has to do is just walk over here to this point. So that way when you get out of that next car, the car that's sitting here does not disappear. He's just got to be standing somewhere in the vicinity of that car. So just, I walked you through the video. I explained it to you the simple way that I was doing it, getting it done. And I have to give a shout out to Lost Glitches. I was watching his video, and he pretty much explained the whole part about having a friend sitting in here. There are also there are several people who worked on getting the workaround videos out. I don't really know who is the exact founder of it. I wish I did so I can give him credit. I'm just again repeating myself. I am not the founder of this. I'm just somebody simply trying to come to you and bring you the information in a more simpler form than what I have been seeing it myself. Because this was a little bit hard to follow at first, just because it was different than what we were used to doing with the previous one. So, just good luck, and it's really simple. It's not hard. It seems like it is, but it's really not. It's really simple. And once you've done that first little deal like I did in the video, you notice you don't have to repeat that whole process with the 3 cars. Like I showed in the video, you just jump right in that car that you want to put the mods on, you pull it in, you hop in the car that you want to take the mods off. you know you you do the same thing. You got to pull a random car in first, so that way it disappears. Then pull the car in that you want to put the mods on. Then pull the car in that you want to take the mods off of. It's just that simple. You just got to make sure, like I said, that car, the second one that you bring in, is out the way. So another good tip is pay attention to the size of the cars that you're using, because I have seen an instance where the car pulled off to the side over here. But in all actuality, there was still enough room that if that car sat here and you exited the vehicle, as small as that car was, you still had enough room to get another vehicle through here and into this mod square, so that way it never touched that car sitting by the toolbox. That is the key. Do not let the car that you're trying to put the mods on and the car that you're taking the mods off, those 2 cars cannot touch. If they do, it's going to disappear and you'll have to repeat the process. So, hopefully you've enjoyed my video. Hopefully it has explained things in a little bit better term for you. And like I said again, good luck. Thanks for watching my video. And please make sure that if you did like the content, please give a thumbs up. Please make sure you like the video. Leave a comment down if you want to. I always go back and check my stuff. I reply to my people. I do not leave nobody hanging. And please turn on your post notification bell, so that way you don't miss out on any future content. I'm doing give cars to friends. Whenever I do things like this, I try to bring it out in a better form. Anything else that I explore, I'll put it up, especially if I find a better way to do it. I definitely make a video, because that's what the community's for. People throw out the videos, we do them, and if we can simplify them, then fine. We simplify them, we get it down to a T, and we make these videos for you guys. So please, just everybody do this. Get everything done that you can. There's no telling how long this is going to work. So get it done. Alright. Hope everybody has a good night and thanks for watching my video. See you later, everybody. Until the next one. Peace.